Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 3 of season 1 of Interview with the Vampire. Again, I continue to really enjoy the show so far, especially the way the story is progressing. And now as Louis is dealing with, or at least recounting about the process of initiation of sorts after the turning, you know, dealing and coming to terms with being that of a vampire, and how that's altered his life, his relationships, and what that means going forward, as well as Lestat trying to continue to groom him into the perfect companion for him. It's really interesting watching this all play out, and I'm excited to get into this. So let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, where you can watch this without all the edits and censoring we got to do to get the stuff put up on YouTube, you can check that out all over on Patreon. You also get up to 4 weeks early access. You submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts for me to read in these episodes. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do over here. At the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And then also another way, let's get ready to hop into episode 3. Is my very nature that of the devil? Here we go.
There's a column about the history of this lovely square.
Say anything about how they used to take runaway slaves and pike them on the iron gates as a warning?
I'm only halfway through, let's see.
What great timing. I love how just when he finished that sentence, the music bottomed out. Like, oh, sorry, I haven't gotten to that part yet. You know, he's talking about all this that he loves about it. He's like, oh yeah, what about all the fucking shit, you know?
You ever think that we, that's to say our kind, were put on Earth for a larger purpose?
I put you on this earth. Your
No.
purpose is to enjoy yourself.
No, you didn't.
I know you don't believe that.
Shall we walk the night as the gods of easily attainable dreams?
I desire blood as much as you do, but I wonder, should we be more selective?
You choose humans because you desire it.
Define your terms.
The worst of them.
And how would we go about determining that?
Oh, you want to go all Dexter?
You lose our powers, read their minds.
Hunting is pure instinct.
The ones you admire, the poets, composers, thoughtful man who designed this park you love so much.
Every one of them is capable of abomination, even the ones worthy of admiration. Shakespeare, Brahms, this naturalist.
That's true.
Your mind.
Even the greats are not innocent completely, or just capable of great good and great evil, great beauty and great depravity.
They came from apes. We came from them. We should be better than they are.
You refer to them as they to get on my better side.
Only a little bit.
How long do we wait before his bloody deeds reveal themselves?
As long as it takes.
You haven't thought this through, Louis.
You said you would try.
Gotta hold it in. Only another mile.
So they're just walking around scanning people for vile thoughts.
She ain't never gonna miss it.
Stealing from his mother for a new suit. Soon he'll be knocking over banks.
You gonna take this serious or not?
Wait, what's that I hear?
I love that he's trying to find a rational, good use of these gifts, these abilities, this thirst.
Him. He steals from unfortunates and robs them of their meager possessions.
And does that meet your satisfaction?
The
Don't mind the shaking. I've snapped his spine. It's merely his nerves spasming.
what the fuck? I love how he's like, all right, that guy, and had no hesitation. Oh!
Eat for your reason or his heart fails us.
Oh, no! No! The cat wasn't doing anything. Why would you do that? Fuck you!
I've got some good news, honey. And
That guy was already dying. Why did you do that?
New singer. She said she heard about the Azalea all the way in Atlanta. They talking about this place in Atlanta.
You're on my shit list, Louis.
Your night had nothing to do with ridding the world of criminals. You're ashamed of what we are.
Maybe I'm just pondering what I am.
I think he's more ashamed of what he has to do because he actually still feels compassion for people.
You not use the word in my place of business.
For every 20 people he kills, he makes one small businessman's dreams come true. Louis de Pointe, the Dark Prince of Iberville.
I don't want to kill people anymore. There it is.
Yeah, that's all it boils down to.
A fish that doesn't swim, a bird refusing flight.
No. there are, like he showed, other avenues of feasting. You choose to kill people.
Your pianist has lost his passion. Your talent is immense, but your mind is elsewhere.
Think you could do better, Jack?
People didn't come here to hear you jabber, Mr. Lioncourt.
Well, they didn't come here to hear you play either. Otherwise, you'd be in a concert hall and there'd be fewer prostitutes. You can pretend you're a vegetarian. I can pretend the fool. For our boys being shipped off to Europe, know your enemy.
It's good, just not the vibe, man.
To hear is genius.
All I hear is a man that's never gotten his dick wet.
The man had 20 children in his lifetime, and you're sort of stuck on that wet dick zinger, Ferdinand.
Oh.
Little walking paroxysm.
Oh. Whoa. Okay.
He
Okay.
admitted later there was nothing wrong with Jelly Roll's playing. Only something he overheard in an alleyway. Instead, he was gonna leave me high and dry in a few days.
Oh.
Later become the Wolverine Blue.
Interesting.
Lestat wrote the Wolverine Blues.
So much of that year was a blur, and you can imagine what time's inevitable hammer does to the minute details.
This. 1973.
It was a sow's year out.
2022.
It was a cold winter that year, confiding my struggles to another man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 180'd completely. Maybe he was fronting superiority back in his younger years when he first approached you.
Allowed myself to feel emotionally close to anyone
Yeah, it's completely different.
that had surrounded me. The version we speak of now is the more nuanced portrait.
Can we just be honest? Which is the truth then?
The abused abuser psychological
I
relationship.
do not consider myself abused.
I mean, you kind of are.
The abused still loves the abuser.
Yeah.
Completely on its head.
I'm not a victim.
You just don't want to be a victim.
Fucked up gothic romance.
I am in my Buick, staring in the rearview mirror at my daughter in the car seat. This is the Odyssey of recollection.
Yeah.
This is the premise of our interview. Half a century later. Allow me my Odyssey.
Time and reflection changes your perception on your own past at times. There we go. Tossing out the old tapes.
Now who's performing?
Shut up. Dragging it all to the trash, starting fresh. Was that him? They got pyrokinesis too? What can they not do?
So the last one to leave never left.
No. He would do his killing away from me now.
Okay, so he stuck to his guns about this then.
Frolicking repeated itself every night for 2 weeks while I tried to adapt to my new diet. I barely had the energy to hold up a book.
Oh, okay. So there's like a actual lack in nutritional fulfillment, at least by eating rats. Maybe you should try bigger game. Maybe it's all the complex. Well, I mean, I don't even know. I feel like we all still are, our bloods are all filled with the same kind of components, unless it's just something else, like the same way they can read our memories, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our minds. All of that too is in our blood outside of just the regular old chemicals that flood our veins. I don't know. We know there is a blend of supernatural versus actual, like some kind of evolutionary adaptation of these creatures.
What do you imagine confines us to a single note?
Oh, see, I'm the same. I like all sorts. I like soft hands. I like burnished complexions. I was beginning to wonder about your manners.
I'm hungry. Think I'm gonna get something to eat.
You just call her. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Enjoy yourselves. It's the purpose of living.
He gets that way when he's hungry.
Well, I mean, he's even currently still feasting off of animals. So maybe it's just the quality of animal or the type of animal, the health and nutrition of said animal.
A dentist from Tallahassee. There's a dentistry convention in town. Sinister talk of molars and bicuspids around every corner.
So you didn't kill her?
No, she has talents.
Aren't I enough? You smell her on you.
From time to time, I like a little variety.
So I can fuck whoever I want.
Of course.
All right, let's test this theory.
Of course. As long as you come home to me. Of course.
You keep saying, of course. I don't think you mean it. I really don't think you mean it.
Western Front started receiving American troops. New Orleans was the last stop.
He most certainly seems the jealous type, despite his own indulgences. Part of me thinks maybe he's doing that to get under his skin, though, because of the way he's been acting.
I gave 5% of the business to my girls. They were owners. We could file a writ saying 4118 was how do you put it, Briggs?
Deprived us the use of our property without due process of law.
That's smart.
No security guard in the doors. That's a woman counter's coin.
You called a cow and a bitch that ate 1,000 dicks. You want to apologize?
I'm the only security this place needs.
That's true now, for sure.
Woodrow Wilson, this war he's backed us all into. You'd be amazed at the high-powered maids supplying the military camps with cigarettes.
I'm doing my part to see them Jimmy hats get used.
I got pristine pussies walking my floor.
Council's just stalling for time, chasing race.
Feel like a boot on my neck. Maybe he's still sideways because I turned down his 15%.
I prefer the days you let us win on occasion.
Yeah, he doesn't have to play up their egos anymore as much now.
No Gracie wouldn't remember me.
Where you been, Jonah?
Philadelphia for a spell, hotel work, and a gunpowder mill in Delaware. Fellow working next to me blew off 3 fingers. I saw enough.
Jesus Christ. Was it the mill or fighting the war? Sorry, I got the story confused in my head, I think, for a second.
Done all right. You want all this? Sign me up for done all right.
Comes with its caveats.
Don't ruin those sharp shoes in this mud.
Got another pair back at home.
Ain't aged a day since I seen you last.
That's the moonlight line, that's all.
Smooth. Real smooth.
Worried about going over there?
I mean, how couldn't you be?
Why I signed up is I kept hearing something about something they call European sensibilities. Okay, that's what you look like. Who you looking at?
It's a little allusion to Lestat, in a way.
No ring on your finger?
Not a woman. We kind of have this agreement.
One of those you can drive out to the bayou kind of agreements?
Okay.
It's uniform.
Oh, it's the moonlight.
Nice. I would not be shocked if Lestat just showed up and, like, murked him before anything actually happened. Maybe I'm thinking too low of Lestat. Maybe he means what he said. Oh, or is he gonna... Oh, he might get too worked up and not be able to hold back his hunger, maybe? Yeah. Oh, trying to, like, gag himself in a way. All right, okay. Satiated on both fronts. He kept his word. Well, we'll see how he feels about it.
You found me, you know.
No love.
How's Antoinette?
Tedious. No, I don't see that happening again. Shall we have a night out tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't think he... Oh, I'm sorry. Whose boots were those? Was he out watching while it was happening, or was that his buddy's boots?
I figured as much. No ring on your finger?
Not a woman.
Did it rain?
Oh. Oh, his memory's altering at the suggestion.
I don't remember now. It could have been dry in the bayou and wet in the quarter. It's Louisiana.
The Odyssey of Recollection.
Yeah. Memory is a fickle thing, especially when you're decades, centuries old, whatever.
Party was this afternoon. You want to come around, you come around when people are awake. You're not welcome in this home.
I own this home.
The devil walks at night.
What? What did you say?
You heard her.
Go back inside, son.
Son, I'm your son.
Coming off a little hot now.
I feel like everybody is coming off pretty hot the moment he came in here. Oh! Whoa!
Go to your room.
There he is. There he is.
Grace.
Get out!
Oh, that breaks my heart, man. Dude, that door could have killed them if it hit them. It was inevitable, man. If not one way or the other, he'd outlive them all. They'd die. It'd be, you know.
What do you think? Oh, I thought we could have an orgy. You can fuck them and I can eat them. The intelligence of these murderous slubs one is more wine and a German on their bayonet.
Oh my God.
What? Miss
Wait,
Briggs,
what?
Have this?
I think she's on to us.
The fuck?
Well, now that I know you have a type, I thought you'd be pleased.
Let's start.
Oh. What the fuck? The fuck is this? My God, it doesn't stop. If you could do shit like this, there's no actual hunt. It's just you're creating sport for yourself. Well, it drained him though. Oh, is he bleeding out his ears?
Where do we go from here?
Not funny.
What can I say? I'm not perfect.
I knew you were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like sharing.
I heard you're outstanding! You watched the whole thing like some creep. This is not a life! That's because you took my life!
Yeah.
I lost everything. I lost my brother. I lost my family.
I knew it. I fucking knew it, man.
About to lose the last fucking thing I care about.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. The way that fine, it was not fine. It was not okay. Double standards.
Said he ain't shut off his lights. Pinochet serves sandwiches at his bar that makes him a supper club.
Oh my God.
Oh, so you just starting with the color businesses then?
It does appear businesses run by white gentlemen are thriving.
This tedious Negro, still clinging to his Creole heritage like a life raft.
Better watch your thoughts, dude.
Keep your girls out the windows.
Who do you suggest gonna sell me a property in the quarter?
Make Mr. Lioncourt here the public face of your operation.
This is Louis' hubby.
That would be a humiliation.
Say a clannish majority amongst the property holders.
I'm sorry, what was that? Clannish?
In the end, Louis, a dumb pimp who got robbed blind years ago. It's been the break, I'm afraid.
Did you sell me the azalea because you knew this day was coming, Tom?
You put a sir on the end of that.
No.
You ain't answer my question, Tom.
Now, we're all in this together, Mr. Dulac.
No, we clearly are new not.
15 cents on the dollar.
When your mother sees the devil in your eyes, it's a hard assessment to abandon.
Yeah.
Snake bite me and my people.
You have your investments on the Claiborne Avenue.
Well, hats, little grocery stores, nickels, dimes, quarters.
So it is about the money.
It can be both.
This cease and desist order is granted by the New Orleans Council of Aldermen for the final infraction.
And in neglect, my thirst grew hotter.
Oh God. Yeah.
Any longer.
What broken windows?
Families and service members nearby.
Fuck these people.
Take a black man in America, him a vampire, fuck with that vampire and see what comes of it.
Yeah. I'm about to fuck around and find a good luck. Oh yeah.
Breaking into my home is one thing. Making me drop my Atherton. Now that's a new blow.
Shut your mouth, dude.
You're here to threaten me, I suppose. You're arrogant. You haven't accepted your place in this world, and the weird goings-on in your sodomite townhouse won't change the fact you're too close to the sun.
You are about...
The sun.
You...
Walk away.
Why's your heart beating so fast? You're thinking about your wife and your 2 daughters. I'll let you reload.
Oh, the disrespect. Oh! Oh! Oh!
What are you?
I'm a vampire.
Oh! Whoa! It's like the story. It's like the accounts that he, oh, God. Of course. That sucks, man.
Did you not smile when he begged? Did you not feel pleasure as you carved him up?
Maybe you saw it coming and didn't stop me. Maybe you went quiet on purpose.
I mean, yes and yes.
You did what you did because it gave you pleasure.
I don't think it's, I think both can be true.
We should make this our anniversary.
You're so weird.
Oh, yes, but you merely provided them the excuse. It's as I said, toss them into circumstance, they go for the throne.
And that's why you and me ain't ever gonna work. That's why you're always gonna be alone.
Ooh.
Unaware that it was I who had brought this retribution.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I could not save the Azalea, but I could save her. My light, my Claudia.
Wow. That's the very head of all of this, too. Ah, fuck, man. This whole thing, all of this was like I would say a chess game, but Louis doesn't really know he's playing yet until later. You know, Lestat is holding so many of the cards, and you know, he talks one thing, does another, and expects you to just kind of walk in kind. He not do what he says, doozy, whatever. You know, he's up there, like you said. He's upfront about what he wants, but he wants you to want only him. You know, he says it to be, I guess, formal and kind, and maybe hope you'll just choose him. He wants the adoration. He wants the attention. He wants the collection. He wants. But it's not enough for him, like Louis said. And I was like, am I not enough? And he's like, haha, no. Just like laughs it off, shrugs it off. It's like, I need a little variety every now and then. And it's like, so do those rules apply to me? He's like, yeah. No. He went out when that guy came and sought him out. He's like, no, there's no love there. But he accused them of love when they went off, that there was feelings involved, and he got jealous about that. And it, under the implication, at least, that I think he even may have killed the kid too. I can't remember if those were his boots from having been out there watching them, or if those were his that soldier's boots. It's probably the soldier's boots. He's like, I took him home, and after all, it's like he just couldn't. He couldn't. You know, he's narcissistic. Even going so far as he spares the people he thinks he should spare. But when Louis suggests a way of vetting targets in a different way, maybe using their gifts to rid the world of people who will bring it down or make it worse, almost kind of like, you know, Dexter or the Red Hood, you know, targeting people that would steal, would maim, would hurt, murder, whatever. You know, You're targeting those people. And he kind of shrugged and laughed at that. And it's like, no, it's an art and whatever, impulse. He's so hypocritical. You know, rules for thee, not me. You know, he keeps trying to talk him up in this way that he does. But even though he tried to like sugarcoat it in his own way, or leave it like kind of deflect in a way, when he turned it around, it's like, oh yeah, but what about the artists, the composers, all these people that create these things that you love so much? He chooses not to attack the talented. But then he says, oh, but even them can do bad things. As if that changes anything about the argument at all. I don't know. He's a classic. I mean, this is a classic abuser archetype. He just hoards. He sees himself as superior, even to Louis. No matter how much he tries to bridge this gap, he tries to flaunt that he knows everything. He tries to control him. He tries to mold him, tries to groom him to be what he is, when it's counter to who Louis is. He's not considering at all. He even like belittles who Louis is, what he wants, you know. I don't know. It's absolutely fucked. And now he's just like, oh, nope, it's on you, blah, 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 blah. But he's like, he knew exactly this was going to happen. He didn't stop it. He just let it all play out. It's this weird fucking chess game of control. And Louis just like butting up against it. He didn't want to be this thing. He is a victim at the end of it, as much as he detests that idea. And that's what I think is the flip in this narrative from the tapes, the original tapes, to his current feelings and how 180 they are. I don't know. It's so messy. But now as well, he's lost his family. He's now lost his business. He's lost everything he cares about because he was plucked up on a whim by Lestat to be made his. You know, none of this was a choice. All of this happened to him. And it just, from there, he's just kind of got to reconcile it, got to deal with that. I think it's part of why the initial tapes when he was younger and he gave that first interview was all about putting up the walls, you know, covering for his weakness, for his falling into this trap, for the ways that he convinced himself of these certain elements or whatever. He tried to not be the victim. He tried to not be helpless. He's like, I never confided in a man. I never did any of this and that. He never controlled me. I always blah, 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 blah. You know, it was like a kid trying to front that they're big and tough. And I think now he's had time to reflect upon that and is realizing that in one way or the other that it's not like that he fell for his trick. He fell for his traps. Even if he was a victim and knew that, he was almost kind of gaslit into believing anything other than that there was something that could be there between them that wasn't just playing Lestat's game and being his pet, his plaything. I don't know. That's my read on it right now, and that could alter as we go through all of this further. But this is God, man. But then, because you on top of all of this other stuff, like he just like Lestat, like we know that they can subsist on the blood of other creatures, though to varying degrees of effectiveness. The rats, like he said, he barely had the strength to hold a book. He barely had the strength to his libido was burning out, fizzling out when he was just consuming rats and cats and shit like that. But even to this point, like he's eating a fox. He ate a fox with this Daniel here interviewing him. So it's not like he's changed that. It still works. But I don't know. So there is an avenue, but Lestat glorifies taking lives because I think he just likes it. I think he likes taking away from these people. He loves being this greater than being. He loves the power that comes with all of this. And they're just ants. But he won't eat like dirt. Like they're like filet mignon. They're like they're prime ribs. Like they're beneath him, but they're higher than everything else is the way he sees humans. He's like, yes, sure, I could eat McDonald's, but I want a steak dinner. You know, that's kind of the way he treats I mean, anything living that they could subsist on with blood, I guess. I don't know. It's just like he just loves the hunt. He loves the power. He loves the thrill. He loves the taking from them. It's so, I don't know. It's very serial killer-esque. I don't know. And Louis just doesn't, he cares about people. He longs for people. He cares about his community. He cares about, you know, his race, what's going on around here as well. There's so many other things he's carrying around that Lestat just can't be burdened by, because he's got that privilege. He was born with it. He's traveled with it. This power has even accentuated it in his head so much further. And he might not look down upon him in any way or the other, but it doesn't concern him either. And it's not a concern he's got to worry about at all on his end of the fence either. Louis wants to be a boon for his people, to his community. And now, because of all of this and his own actions, now he's got this guilt because he did act emotionally. He did act impulsively. He did fall prey to the voices in his that he was reading from the other people's minds. And obviously they were never shy about how they really thought, but then he learned all these things about how he was getting played, and then they were playing him, and he acted the way he did. And because of that, they retaliated and started taking out that whole quarter, that whole area where he initially started off, burning their houses, burning their people, like getting them out of there, you know. It's just, and that retaliation wouldn't be happening if he didn't act on impulse like there, which Lestat again was like, haha, told you so, told you you want to do that. That wasn't for what this or that or the other. It wasn't for community. This was for you. I mean, it is the hypocrisy of what Louis was saying versus what he did, but it's not, that's not the point. And that doesn't help the situation. And then he basically just at the end of this, he called it off. He's like, Lestat, I'm not yours. This is why we're never going to work. I'm done. And then he left to go off, and he found this Claudia like holed up in the building, trapped in there while it was everything else around them was burning. It's just a very complex, sticky fucking relationship on top of that, with everything else you have to throw on top of it, with the stuff going on in this time during this world. You know, I don't know, man. There's a lot to it. And I just feel so bad for Louis, because he would just, you know, he misses his family. He just wants to go back. I mean, he's never been on the right side with his mom, but now it's just his emotions, his inability to control his impulses when they come out. You know, he burst that door down. They seen him for what he is truly, and now they reject him. And it's not even that he would outlive them at this point. He now has got himself cast out from the family simply because he could only show up at night. And again, that is not something he chose. That is a result of Lestat forcing this life upon him. God, it's just fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. I mean, it's badass what they could do, man. The superpowers, the pyrokinesis, the mind control. Not just mind reading. God, it just doesn't stop with them, man. It's crazy the shit they can do, man. It's wild. This show's so good, though. I have to, there's no admit. I mean, I admitted it up at this point, but like, it's just like, I'm blown away by it, honestly. Every episode adds more and more layers to all of this. Also, like the whole acknowledgement of the fact that they, you know, you can only feign the moonlight or whatever when you noticeably don't age every time you meet up with somebody again after a long amount of time has passed. So there's that you got to come up with these excuses for, and that wears off. It's just, God, it's so fucked. I mean, now in the present day, I mean, that's the other thing too about immortality is like now by the present day, they've been dead for so long too. God, it's all messed the fuck up. I don't know. I'd love to know what your all's thoughts on this. I will say, like, we didn't get any Patreon questions for this episode, which, so that's all kind of I got right now. I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to pass it off to you guys. Let me know what you all thought about this episode. What do you think about the read of the relationship so far in the series, especially when you were watching it as well. And yeah, let me know if there's anything that I'm even maybe misunderstanding, because it's also very possible, because it's real dense. There's a lot going on, especially socially, emotionally, and just contextually throughout this story so far. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to leave it there and pass it off to you. What do you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. If you want to see the full-length reaction, if you want to get early access to this, or if you want to submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts, if you read anything in these episodes, you can do all that over there as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chen, Son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Burley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Amy Becca, and Ariat Coyote. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues I'm going to take care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. And as always, I want to give you a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do what we do here, to keep up with shows like this and to keep up with all the swarm of content, get help with the editing so that we can kind of keep up with everything as well as mitigating the damages from copyright claims and all the craziness going on YouTube. You guys really help keep everything running so smoothly, and thank you to you guys here on YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. So you guys were doing all this for, so thank you guys. And that's it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.